All right, gang. So, real quick, this video is not going to be too long, and I actually got to come out with a shirt called "This Video is Not Going to Be Too Long." If you know, you know. But now this is a real quick video. This is actually the first video of, I guess, my day per se. I didn't drop a video yesterday, so I guess like if you're probably watching this, this is August 1st, 2024. So, a couple of things. First thing I got to say is, how you guys doing today? Hopefully, you guys in the right type of vibration, getting to the back and staying consistent. Excuse me. So today was a day for me. Now, this video is for anybody who's probably, practicing semen retention, probably is sober. If if this is like the first week, first couple of days of you being sober from, usage of marijuana or alcohol, this video is specifically for you because 9 times out of 10, I'm going through exactly what you're going through. You have to give yourself a chance to not only decompress, but to recharge. Now, for me, since I've been sober and still retaining, I've had like a lot of bursts of energy throughout the day. And when I go to sleep at night, as soon as I go to sleep, it's like as soon as I doze off into like the astral realm and I start dreaming, my brain doesn't go to sleep. So last night, because basically that was the last day of July, dude, I had about maybe 4 lucid dreams. Prior to me going to sleep, before I had those lucid dreams, I was communicating with a few people. And one thing that you're going to notice when you do have like this burst of energy or high energy or whatnot, you are a lot more creative, you are a lot more receptive, and people will want to talk to you and open up to you. You're going to notice this. It really doesn't matter who you're talking to. Like, I'm telling you right now. Because there's something about like, kind of like illuminating yourself, because that's what happens. You practice retention, you are becoming illuminated. People will gravitate to you. People will feel the need to talk to you. And because you are now utilizing that creative energy, that life force energy, you will never run out of ideas. You'll never run out of ways to give advice. Now, I did a stream that was for pretty much about like an hour and a half. That same pretty much yesterday. If you are an MGT member, you can watch it any time. That's what I plan to do. If I ever go live, you either got to catch the live or you just got to become an MGT member to catch all the lives, and then obviously you can enjoy all the extra perks. And when I drop a video, it's not to try to separate anybody like that, but making this content every day, day after day, making this content, and then with all the downloads that I have, I believe like YouTube doesn't really properly compensate me. So, I just have to find ways to, put more value on my content. It's really, my channel is really slept on. Like I should have more subscribers, but, and y'all tell me this all the time, but whatever. So, what you'll notice is that when you have a lot of energy, sometimes it's going to be hard to go to sleep. Or even when you do go to sleep, you'll have lucid dreams. And when you have lucid dreams, your mind is really not resting. Okay? So at a time, there'll be at times where you will feel like you are awake for 36 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours at a time. That's essentially what I went through. So when I woke up yesterday morning, I was so tired, bro. Like, I wouldn't even say that I hit a flat line or anything like that because I haven't been really having any cravings to either smoke or do anything, any type of sexual activities, or be in that energy of lust. Um, which, by the way, there's a way to kind of like control the quote unquote lustful energy. It's really simple. All you got to do is just ground yourself, redirect that energy to the earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, quick example. Let's say you're with a hot chick and you're chilling, you're vibing. She's automatically gonna feel your energy. She smells the pheromones that's permeating off of your body, and unintentionally, you can actually turn a woman on just based on just like your aura and how you carry yourself and how you talk. In order to kind of control your energy as far as like getting turned on or getting horny or whatnot, instead of having like the personal talks within your mind, because that's what guys tend to do. We be like, oh shit, like damn, she's fine as hell. Oh my god, like you're saying that in your head, but really it's you are actually embracing that energy more. All you have to do is redirect that energy. Focus on your feet. If you're wearing shoes or if you're wearing slippers or whatnot, position yourself to put all the energy literally down to earth, mother nature. This is why it's very important to do grounding, go outside barefoot, and you can redirect certain types of energies that you have within your body. And what's going to happen is once you ground yourself and you think about like literally the soles of your feet, kind of just like sit up in a, you don't want to get like slouched or whatnot, but kind of like align yourself, and then kind of wiggle your toes within your shoes and take deep breaths. Literally, bro, like you will ground yourself and you won't even get horny. You feel me? And whole time she'll be turned on. You feel me? So that's just like a little trick. I can get more into depth in that in a later video, but I want to try to stay on topic as much as possible. So going back to having this surge of energy, it gets to a point where if you don't control yourself, like in that sense, you can crash out. You need to rest. You need to get sleep. That's very, very important, especially if you are on a high streak. You have to get rest. Yes, you may feel like you can work out for hours. Yes, you may feel like you can clean the house, the whole house or whatnot. Yes, you feel like you can be like Superman if you're at work or whatnot. You may be able to do a lot of these things, but there's always a time period where the body itself will actually shut down. So if you are, struggling to sleep at night, depending on your schedule throughout the day, like if you was doing like the most, you're already operating at 100% or 150%, consciously take time out to, rest your mind. Um, Listen to, I say like classical music is good. Um, any type of like frequencies or vibrations that can actually get you in a meditative state, especially if you have time to yourself, you should listen to those. Um, Even if you are like, let's say, you got like a lot of energy, because I know a lot of people right now, they're like, yo, I'm having trouble sleeping. It's the same thing with being sober as well, bro, because your mind is so active. Your brain can see so much things all at once. You can see the present, the past, the future. And then also if you're probably like listening to podcasts or something that's like very educational, even if you fall asleep to a podcast, bro, your brain is still processing that information. You may not be processing it consciously, but your brain is still, processing the information and breaking it down. That was one of the mistakes I made. I fell asleep listening to one podcast, and I thought I was gonna get optimal rest, and apparently I didn't. But so basically the day that I went live, and I went live for an hour and a half. As soon as I got off of live, I got right back to my life, got right back to work. You feel me? Got right back to thinking about, okay, what I gotta do next, different places I gotta follow up on, different opportunities that I want to, explore and check out, I just started going back at it. You know what I'm saying? Like nonstop. After, pretty much after like my day, I think I had class as well too. Did I have class yesterday? No, because I had class. Okay, so that day that I went live or whatnot, I didn't have class, but I did have virtual class. You feel me? After I had my virtual class, now mind you, I was still doing like a lot of cleaning in the house. There's gonna be changes in this house or whatnot. Some new energy is gonna be here, so I'm also preparing myself for that. I realized that as my energy was still permeating and it was still high, certain people was reaching out to me, and when we go to having conversations, bro, it is like a whole journey, bro. I could be sitting down in this chair or I could be laying down or whatnot, but the conversation itself, it's still, it's almost like a physical activity because the brain is very creative. If you're talking to a female, you're gonna get laughs out of her. You're gonna evoke certain emotions out of her, and the conversation won't stop. And if you're talking to your friend, and if he is like, you know, also trying to better himself, um, y'all will reason on a whole nother level. Like you will actually have high level conversations. And sometimes you can get lost in the conversation or get lost in, you know what I'm saying, the back and forth when it comes to having high levels of conversation. I had this one individual, we spoke for about almost 2 hours. He was professing to me, he was saying like, yo, bro, every time you do your videos, that's not you that's doing the videos, it's God that's doing the videos, you feel me? And you will notice, bro, when you start to talk to people, bro, people will start to open up. People will start to talk about, what they've been through. They're gonna talk about it. It obviously depends on like the level of the relationship, but even if it's a complete stranger, bro, they will open up to you and they'll ask you certain questions and stuff, and then all of a sudden like you become like either a guru or a therapist. Like I feel for therapists, bro. Because in order to be a therapist, you have to be a good listener. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to be able to like give feedback back. You know what I'm saying? You will naturally be able to do that. Now, while you're doing this, bro, you're burning energy. Okay? While you're doing this, you're burning energy, bro. So you have to learn how to cut conversations short. You also have to learn how to um, find time to really kind of like have time to like charge yourself up, reconnect with yourself. And this is the reason why I didn't even drop a video yesterday. Because after that long night, I had a conversation with my dog or whatnot. We got off the phone, it was late. And I couldn't go to sleep. You feel me? So I had one of those moments in time where I was like, okay, since I'm up and I still got other stuff to do, I ended up starting to listen to some music. Now I got into my own little meditation when I started listening to music. I literally had my own party. I was like, it was my own club and I'm vibing out. It's been a minute since I've done this. But if you live by yourself, or if you have time to, vibe by yourself or whatnot, and it's just you in the room or whatnot, uh, being on retention plus being sober, music hits different. Music hits completely different. Now, basically, I was listening to music for about like an hour and some change. I'm talking about like just different, different songs and stuff, and I was like kind of manifesting, and I was just chilling. I'm vibing, I'm hyping myself up. And mind you, this is like 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. I should be asleep around this time. Like that meme. I think I seen a meme where it was like one of those viral songs that was going on, and it's that one cartoon that's like always he does the same dance movements. He's like bouncing his hand and he's doing all that stuff. That cartoon character literally can do that to any song and any beat, and that's exactly what I was going through. I like to call that just like a burst of energy, surge of energy. that is also a sign to let you know that you are about to probably crash. So after an hour of vibing out to music, usually around that time, if it's 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm rolling up. I'm rolling up, smoking, I'm meditating and whatnot. So it definitely felt different being sober. And of course having this life force energy flowing through my body and whatnot. Um, Pretty much after I was doing that for an hour, I basically laid down and I finally got to sleep. When I went to sleep, that's when I had those four lucid dreams. And then when I woke up in the morning, I was exhausted because when I woke up to this reality, I literally just left another reality where I'm just like physically, I'm running. It was raining hard. I think it was supposed to be some trip that I was going on with a few of my people that I knew from the church that I used to go to. So it was kind of like, I mean, it was vivid, bro. It was vivid as hell, bro. So I'm doing activities while I'm sleeping. When you lucid dream, you're not really sleeping per se. It did, and this is gonna happen in the early stages of quitting smoking weed or drinking or any type of nicotine or anything like that. Your brain is developing, like the physical brain is developing new ways to kind of like quote unquote cope with itself. But you have this going on here on this realm, but then you actually have your spirit or your soul traveling, and it's actually playing it out. So by the time I actually woke up, bruh, because I think I woke up at like 7, rolled over. I was like, bro, nah, I can't do this right now. I'm going to go back to sleep. Went back to sleep, slept in until about like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then when I was finally able to get up, bro, like the entire day, I was exhausted. I repeat, I was exhausted. I had to do like going from here on out, especially starting a new month, I have to be aware of taking time out, especially if I have the time to take a nap, even if it's a power nap, an hour or two. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I love the power naps now. Not the weed coma naps. See, the weed coma naps, that usually happens after you smoke a joint during the day, and then you get lazy, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm gonna take a nap, and then go to sleep, right? um, and then you just kind of go into a coma. You feel me? Um, but when you can say like, all right, I'm gonna nap for about an hour or two, like after my workout, like that's a good thing to do, especially if God gives you the time. If God blesses you with the time to do that, please, 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 please take advantage of that. Because your rest, recovery, like you have to recover. Yes, you may operate like a machine, but technically you're still human. If you're in this human body or whatnot, in order for you to operate at an optimal level, you have to have time to recover. Um, so some of the things that you can just be aware of, again, like throughout the day, limit the times that you text people, limit the times that you have a conversation, because again, a 1 5 minute, 10 minute conversation can turn into 2 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're talking to a female. Women will become so comfortable with your energy. They'll become so comfortable with your presence on the phone. And I'm not even talking about person. You talk about person, that's a totally different story. I can't really speak on that since I haven't really been chilling with a female in person like in a good little minute. It's really just been through the phone or the internet for me personally. But you're gonna notice that some women will become very, very clingy to your energy because you know how to evoke certain emotions from her. You know how to make her mind kind of like, because let's be honest, women, they have different levels of consciousness. All right. They have different levels of consciousness. When they're talking, bro, like you have to learn like there's certain trigger words. Like she will tell you something, but it's gonna be hidden behind like certain words. Like if she says, you know what? I'm just all about like discovering my ability to really connect. Like discovery, words like discovery. When they say discovery, connect, Um, it's other words too that I can't really remember right now. Uh, and it's so funny now that I'm thinking about it, bro. I remember this one female. She always used to say like, "Oh yeah, we had this great." If they say energy exchange, bro, that like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like they're hiding behind the fact that they are attracted to you sexually. They notice your life force energy. They notice that masculine energy. So if a woman ever says like, "Yeah, man, we should hang out," da da da, XYZ, you know, like because right now I feel like we're having a great energy exchange. She's kind of prepping you to be like, let's see what's up behind that. Sometimes it could just be that, but I say about 80% of the times, bro, if you know how to read body language and if you know how to read tone and obviously know certain words, a woman will literally tell you that she's turned on to you and she wants to have sex with you. You feel me? But they're not gonna overtly say that. You know what I'm saying? Or explicitly tell you that, hey, this is what I mean. Because, women don't want to come off as being whores or anything like that. So, with that being said, be aware, like know when to cut off the conversation, know when to say, hey, this was cool, but I'm gonna go ahead and take care of my business. I got this to do, got that to do. Yes, you might like this chick and you might like the conversation and the flow of how it's going, but remember, you're spending energy, okay? And then also too, you don't want to be on the phone too long with the female, especially if you don't plan on seeing her anytime soon, because all she's gonna do is take that energy and then go to the next dude, and she's going to everything that she was feeling with you, everything that like when you turned her on the phone and everything like that, she's actually going to share that energy with somebody else who's probably more convenient to lay with, and it's gonna happen. So this is why it's very important to not really validate a woman too much, um, and give them your non-sexual energy. Your non-sexual energy, and then of course your attention as well. That's currency, bro. That's currency. There's a lot of women who are in relationships right now, but again, women have levels of consciousness. So women will have a guy that's gonna dick her down. And then she'll also have the guy best friend. And then she'll also have the ideal guy that she really want, but she knows she can't have, but she's still going to connect with him and talk with him, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, one day it actually will happen, but because of the fact of like the situation, she has to kind of settle. She's especially if she might be in like survival mode or whatnot. So if you aren't aware, by the time the end of the day comes around, you're gonna be totally drained. So this is why it's very important to learn how to protect your energy, learn how to, just give a certain amount, because at that moment of time, remember, you're sober, so you're creative. Um, you remember everything. You remember every detail of everything. Um, and then, of course, when you're on semen retention as well, the charisma, the ability to, it's almost like you're having intercourse literally through a conversation, because that's how women will feel your presence. They'll feel your energy through how you express yourself. So just limit the connections. That's it. Especially if you talk to a lot of people, or if you're going here, going there, you got to go to work. Because I'm telling you right now, bro, what I ended up doing, that was pretty much the biggest mistake I made in the past couple of days. There was this one female where we just, the connection was great. I mean, the flow of the conversation. Granted, I wasn't really looking for anything. So me personally, I don't really care. But at the same time, that's still energy. That's still currency that I'm giving out. You might as well just said that I, paid this chick $500 for nothing. Not saying that I did that, and I would never do that. Like, you got me fucked up. Like, no, don't ever be willing to give your money to women, because they just gonna give it to whoever they actually are talking to or fucking with. But you have to think of your life force energy as currency. Okay. And sometimes when you give, you still, then when it's time to give to yourself, or when it's time to, connect or whatnot, or relax, the tank is empty. That is the perfect ingredient to relapse, to go back to whatever you was doing, like smoking, drinking, whatnot. Um, I did. I want to say like by the time I got like exhausted or whatnot, those thoughts did start to come back into my mind, and that's only because I put myself in a state where I just overdid it. I just overdid doing a lot. So just be aware of what you're doing on a daily basis. And then again, to anybody who's probably going through insomnia or whatnot, there's certain things that you could take in order to help you sleep. But just be aware of that, like when you gotta block off a certain time to yourself, like make sure you don't let nobody get in between that time when you need to recover. You get what I'm saying? So uh, that's it for right now. I'm actually about, see, it's late as hell, right? But what ended up happening today, I said, no, I'm gonna take my time, bro. Instead of like going out and doing the most, I stayed in the house. I still was productive. I got a chance to take a nap. I got a chance to kind of reconnect with myself, listen to positive music, listen to some classical music, and you can tell by even like how I'm making this video. I'm relaxed, I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collected. I'm aware of my energy. I'm aware of like how powerful I am. So now here, every time you, all right, put it like this, bro. Here's a great analogy that I like to use that I probably never used on this channel before. But like, it's kind of like rolling around in a wheelchair all your life, and then one day you just learn how to walk, right? When you learn how to walk, the first time you get out the wheelchair and you're walking around and stuff, yes, you accomplish something, and that's another thing too. Becoming sober and also becoming like being on a high streak, practicing retention. um, you're gonna you're gonna hit this wall where it seems as though like damn bro, like I'm not really doing nothing, or it seems like you feel worse than before, but really you are actually improving. It's okay to be uncomfortable in the first couple days or first couple weeks of going through what you're going through, because it's almost like rolling around in a wheelchair. All of a sudden, you can stand up. But the thing about standing up, you have to learn how to balance yourself. You have to learn how to like kind of stub your toe. You have to learn like what shoes to find. So you are entering a new realm, a new level, so it's going to take time for you to get adjusted to this new level. So it's going to take time for you to get adjusted to this, the fact that you have all this creative energy, you can talk for days or whatnot. You have a lot of non-sexual energy, but now you know how to spend it, when to spend it, and who to spend it with. You get what I'm saying? So we're all going, this is new for me too. This is new for me too. So just keep in mind that like, yes, you may feel uncomfortable. Yes, you may feel like you're not really improving, but you actually are improving. The fact that you haven't gone back to the same cycle that you've probably been dealing with for a while is improvement in itself. Like I even had one of my mentors, I spoke to him earlier. Um, he said he was proud of me, bro. He know me from back in the day. Al, that you should just go to the park and you always just be on the basketball court shooting threes and shit. And then of course I had to prove myself by playing with some of the better guys and that was in the hood. Like I remember actually going to the park, and back in the prime days of Carver Ranches, if you guys know, in Broward County, Carver Ranches was crazy. Before everybody got locked up and everything got gentrified, dudes was out there gambling, smoking weed. I remember the smell of weed. It was terrible because I never really smoked before. So I remember the smell of the weed. I remember the dudes with the locks and the goals and everything, gambling and shit like that, and them playing basketball and stuff. That was a new atmosphere for me, and if I want to, of course, if you know anything about basketball courts and shit, I'm about to end the video. I'm about to end the video soon. I told you this shit wasn't gonna be too long, but of course we about to hit 30 minutes. But like every time when we played, we had like the NBA on this side, and then of course you had the G League on this side. I was a part of the G League until I had to prove myself, and then I got to the NBA of the park. But it was just new. It was just new for me. you know, once I got over playing to the going into the NBA, it's just kind of like Bronny James going from college basketball to playing in the NBA. First couple of games, he wasn't playing good, but as he got more games in, he started to adjust to the speed of the game, the physicality of the game. You seen that he started to improve. This like you might be going through a Bronny James moment right now, bro. Okay, or even to some of the OGs, you might be going through a Kobe Bryant moment when I think when they played the Utah Jazz one time, and I think he was a rookie for the Lakers, and he threw up like 3 straight air balls. Hey, you made it to the league, bro. Yes, you just shot 3 straight air balls, but now again you're moving into a new level of like getting used to this type of energy, getting used to the speed in which how you operate. That's all that's happening right now. So don't feel discouraged, okay? Don't ever feel discouraged. The only time you might have to feel a little bit discouraged is if you try to go back to your old ways to try to solve a new problem. If you have a new problem and you try to go back to your old ways to try to solve this new problem, bro, like you're not improving. That's that's not even the whole like you are. It's like 2 steps forward and then 5 steps back. Like, nah, take 2 steps and take 2 more. It's gonna get more uncomfortable until you push through that wall. That's exactly what's gonna happen. You feel me? So that's all it is. This is all I'm experiencing right now, and I'm gonna keep pushing forward, bro. I'm kind of glad that I didn't revert back to old ways again. It'll be tempting by the time you burn out because that's all your subconscious remembers. It's still like old programming that you still have to work out of your mind. Remember, it's just a program. The habits and stuff like that, it's literally a program. And you don't have to subscribe to that program. You get what I'm saying? So without saying too much, I'm gonna end the video for today or tonight or whatever. And I'll probably drop another video later on today. But MGT, what it do? It's your boy Moody Starr, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new, you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I like to highlight current events and talk about my spiritual walk here in this beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I gotta say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within and being high vibrational. Here at MGT, this is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. Intro for the outro. If you made it to the end of this video, especially since it's a 30-minute video, I appreciate y'all. You the GOAT. Just stay locked in, bro. Stay locked in. It's gonna get a little bit uncomfortable before things start to get easy and it'll flow like Steph Curry when you're shooting a bunch of threes. And even Steph Curry, he's Steph Curry, but he's still gonna have a bad game. The last game that he played, how much points he scored? Not 30. He scored 3 points. Okay, 3 points. And he's supposed to be the greatest shooter of all time. So even the greatest of the greats, they're gonna have some bad days. So but don't let that get down. Don't let that get you down. I guarantee you, Curry, he's gonna drop at least 15 to 20 points the next game. I promise you that. I'm not no psychic or anything, but I wouldn't be surprised. But other than that, if you resonate with this energy, I appreciate a super chat, PayPal, Cash App. Somebody made like a decent donation, and I want to say a special shout out. You know who you are, bro. I appreciate you. And yeah, if you want to be the next donator, you already know what time it is. Just look out for your boy, and I greatly appreciate that. And I'm definitely see you guys on the next video, bro. Peace.